You make tough calls when caring for acutely ill and injured children. Join us for strategy and support through clinical cases, research, and reviews, and best practice guidance in our ever-changing acute care landscape. This is your Pediatric Emergency Playbook.
Welcome to the Playbook. I'm your host and coach, Tim Horechko. Today I'd like to give you an update on the Playbook, just to check in with you. To cut to the chase, I will be releasing episodes every few months or so for some time into the near future, likely the next 3 seasons. It's all for good reasons, a very positive path that I'm on, but anytime there's a change, I think it's only nice to let you know what's happening. You and I have been together on this journey since, do you remember? Since as far back as September 1st, 2015. Today is September 1st, 2023. That's 8 years strong of coming to you every month with research and reviews and best practices in our ever-changing acute care landscape. I know Monica does it better than I do. I am blown away by the response that I've received. The Playbook has been a resource for so many people around the world. As of today, this podcast has 2 million downloads in more than 160 countries. For that, I thank you sincerely for your support and for your engagement. Any project of this magnitude requires commitment. I've made it a priority to speak with you every month, regardless of what goes on, personally, professionally, or in the world around us. One day, I may talk with you a little bit more about the challenges these past few years have looked like for me, but truthfully, everyone has a burden, and I am not about to add to yours. My point here is that I take my connection with you seriously. It's my vocation to help you to take care of acutely ill and injured children. They're often an afterthought in the planning of systems and organizations and even in training and education. I really appreciate the commitment that you have shown in putting up with me as I try to share what I can in a way that I think is helpful and impactful. I have a self-improvement opportunity starting right now that I just can't pass up. It will make me a better teacher, a better researcher, a better advisor, a better mentor. It's also a huge commitment, and the only way that I can go forward is to adjust what I'm doing now, which led me to a lot of soul-searching and, truthfully, conflict. By the way, I am not trying to be vague here, really. I'm going to share with you, for sure, all of the good things I'll be working on as soon as the time is right. Have you ever been in this situation? You're so focused on something that requires lots of work and high standards, and the expectations that you set for yourself are just so rigid. I have to do it this way, or fill in the blank. I can't let people down, or fill in the blank. Socrates said, "The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new." It's time for me to invest in myself. Now, that doesn't mean anything to you other than I just won't be able to be with you every month. I'm expecting every 2 to 3 months, but please be patient with me. The good news is that there is quite a library now for you to refresh, to review, to re-listen. This is actually the 99th episode of the Playbook. It's amazing. When I first envisioned what this project would look like, I thought I would just see how helpful I could be to our community and then reevaluate in 2 to 3 years and probably would have a run of, say, 5 years. My goal was not to jump on the podcast choo-choo train and do it because why not? I did a gap analysis. I talked to people. I asked them what they needed and what they wanted in their ongoing education and professional development. It took me 8 to 9 months to develop a concept, come up with a plan, and hone my mission and my methods. Once I had a working model for this podcast, I attended Podcast Movement in Fort Worth, Texas in 2015. Podcast Movement, if you're not familiar, is what would happen if you mixed the now retired SMAC Critical Care Conference, some TED Talks, your local AV club, and the Hollywood Walk of Fame all together. It was a tremendous resource that helped me to learn about the art and science of podcasting from creators who were passionate about cultivating a community. In medicine, we are guilty of being very insular. We work long, hard hours. Most people that we interact with are also in medicine. Am I touching a nerve here? And we're all smart. We can all figure things out. So if you're smart, why not just ask another smart medical colleague about, say, anything like, I don't know, plumbing? He's smart. He should know. Or maybe, how would you rewire your electrical? They should know, right? Or dare I even say, coaching or teaching? My point here is that we should branch out and learn from others, other industries, other professions. It sounds simple, but we fall into traps that we only look to ourselves for motivation, for inspiration, for guidance. Yes, medicine is its own creature, but why live in a cage with that same creature? Why not talk to a zoologist or a vet or someone who engineered that cage? Or maybe we should talk to a sociologist who would ask, do we even need that cage? To quote someone in our own era, Seth Godin, change almost never fails because it's too early. It almost always fails because it's too late. Things that make you go, Anyway, all of this is to say that I got you. I am not going anywhere. As my loyal friend, it is important that I tell you what I'm up to. So now you know. More exciting details to come. The summary is that I will keep showing up and offering you the best that I can deliver. To do that, though, I need to adjust, and that just means not every month for a while. No big deal. Did you know that one of the most popular general interest podcasts out there, Hardcore History by Dan Carlin, is iconically sporadic? He may have 2 episodes in 1 month, then only 2 to 3 episodes in a year after that. But Dan Carlin keeps going. And when he does a podcast, it is epic and often hours long. They're amazing. I'm not comparing myself at all, but I'm going to use his flow as an inspiration. Our contributions to each other are what we make of them. I'm looking forward to talking with you soon. Thank you for supporting me through those years. More great stuff to come. And until next time, remember, you are the champion for the child in front of you. Take care.
Thank you for listening to The Playbook. We welcome your comments, questions, and feedback. Email Tim at coach@pemplaybook.org or drop by our website for show notes and more strategy at pemplaybook.org. See you there.